So, in this short video, we're just going to look at how polymers can be produced and how exam questions on the production of polymers might look. So the best way to use this video is to follow the link below and download the worksheet. Make sure you pause the video at key points and note down things that you'll need. Have a go at answering the short questions, then use answers to the short questions and the highlighting activities to go and answer the longer questions. So, in terms of producing polymers, it starts off with alkenes. So alkenes are hydrocarbons that are unsaturated, so they contain at least one double bond. Alkenes are relatively reactive because this double bond can break open. So to the left hand side are just 4 examples of simple alkenes. These singular alkenes can also be referred to as monomers, as monomers go and bind together to go and form polymers. Addition polymerization involves the addition of reactants or a large number of reactants which will go and join together. So there we can see 2 individual monomers. We'll go, you can heat them up, which will cause that double bond to break. So now each monomer has 2 free bonds. And finally, these bonds will join together. So individual monomers will join together and a long polymer will form. If we look at drawing polymers, there are a few things that you need to be aware of, as these are easy marks to pick up. So you start off with the monomer. You put brackets around it and you put a big N in front, as the N represents the number of monomers. You don't actually know how many monomers you're going to be reacting together, so we represent that with an N. When we go and we turn that into a polymer, all you do is you break the double bond, put the bonds coming out at either side to represent that the monomers now have a broken double bond and they have 2 free bonds, and you put the N to the right hand side at the bottom to represent the number of monomers that go and join together. So finally, if we look at the process of polymerization. So polymerization is the chemical process of monomers joining together to form polymers. Often it takes many thousands of monomers to make a single polymer. An example that is often used is when they talk about ethene going and making polyethene. It's worth noting that any polymer that's made, you just take the name of the monomer and you put poly in front of it. So ethene is an alkene with the formula C2H4, so the double bond makes it reactive. The ethene is heated and the double bond is broken. Another ethene monomer will bind to the first one. So therefore the polymer will grow in length as more ethene monomers bond together. So the polymerization reaction will continue and polythene is formed. So if you haven't already, go download the question, have a go at it, and anything that you're unsure about, go back, watch it again, and make sure that you pause the video at that specific point.